We are here at the Fremont Fair, which is produced by Solid Ground. It's Father's Day weekend, and we're at the Unite to End Homelessness area, which is an opportunity for us and for some of our great partners to talk to folks about ending homelessness in Seattle, King County. And one of the biggest partners in that work in this community is United Way of King County. And we have with us today Marla Saperstein, who is the marketing coordinator for the Out of the Rain project and the Unite to End Homelessness work at King County. Marla, thanks for being here.
I am so happy. What an incredible event we've had this weekend. So many people interested in what we're doing. It's amazing.
We've talked a little bit about the building of the house and the partnership with you guys and Google. Can you walk us through the history of how United Way came to the Fremont Fair and what it means for you?
The Fremont Fair is such a wonderful way of communities coming together, and what a perfect opportunity for us to be here with Solid Ground, with a couple of the other partners that we'll talk about, but it was a perfect match. This is our third year here, and Unite to End Homelessness with Solid Ground as a partner just carries the message to our community, and we've got a big group of people working to end homelessness.
Now, I know one of the things about United Way is volunteering and getting people in the community involved in the work and involved in the activity. What's happening in terms of volunteers? What are people doing here at the fair on the issue?
Well, we have a couple of different volunteer opportunities. Obviously, the big one is building a house with our other partners, Habitat for Humanity and Google and Master Builders Association. The partnership has been wonderful. We're going to be carrying it through November, December, when the house is actually ready for the family to move in. But this house build has brought hundreds of volunteers together all weekend long to put this home together, disassemble it, move it to its final location. It's amazing to see everybody come together.
Now, I know that we also have been engaging kids and families and doing some work that's not building a house. We've got some other projects going here. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening for families and for children.
It's amazing watching these kids. We decided to create welcome home signs where kids get to actually make these beautiful signs that will be given to homeless people getting off the streets and into a home. They'll be given to them to put on their front doors and welcome them to their new home. They've been taking such pride and love, and some of the wonderful statements that they're making on these signs are amazing. And they know they can't take them with them, and they're genuinely giving them over. So it's a great education for kids to show them how they can be a part. It's really wonderful.
That's great, and we know that in this community, the 10-year plan to end homelessness, which obviously United Way is a big part of, there's a goal to create 9,500 units of new housing to meet the need for homeless families and homeless individuals in this community, and this is a great way to engage the community in that. We also know the United Way has a particular new campaign and a new program to try to address a very specific portion of that population. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with that?
I can. So the campaign is a campaign to help end chronic homelessness, and the way that we define chronic homelessness is people that have been out on the streets, numerous times throughout the past year, people that are out on the streets for years, many years, that we want to get those people, we call them high utilizers of services for, either emergency health care, the sobering centers, shelters. We want to really concentrate on these folks and help them get into solid supportive housing so they can get out of off the streets.
Seems like one of the motivations for that is that these high utilizers cost the social service system more resources that are then not available for families or other individuals that maybe don't need quite as much support. So that if we can meet the needs of this particular group of people, these chronic homeless folks, that'll help provide additional resources over time for the other people who maybe don't need quite as much help.
Exactly. When we have surveyed exactly how much it costs to have somebody, a homeless person, in, say, overnight in the hospital, it's $1,200, $2,000. When you get them into a supportive service and they could be living in supportive housing, it's more, like $28 a day, and so including supportive services. So the difference in what we're doing, also in our local jails, homeless people are being picked up and putting into the system in jails, and then of course when they're getting out, they're getting let back out right onto the street, which isn't doing doing anyone any good. So getting them into programs, services that can really help them stay off the streets is what we're looking to do.
It takes a lot of agencies and a lot of different approaches in a community like Seattle that's so big, that has so many different populations. It's great to see United Way focus on such a difficult to serve population. At Solid Ground, we work more with family populations, and of course our other partner here, Habitat for Humanity, has a very unique and special way to deal with families in need, and maybe we should go over and talk to Habitat and see what they're doing here.
Perfect.
Thanks, Marla, and thanks for being a part of the Fremont Fair and bringing all the energy of United Way and the Unite to End Homelessness work.
What a pleasure. We'll see you again next year.